You have. Okay. Okay. There you go.
Let's grow Cryptardz community. It's your boys, the Cryptardz, Billy, Brandon, Ruhz, back at it. I know we've been gone for the past 2 weeks, so we haven't been able to give you guys our crypto price updates, but we're back. Billy's got the scoop for you, so we're gonna get right into it and all the price movements that we missed these past 2 weeks. So, Billy,
It's like ice
what's going on?
cream.
What's going on?
Look at this.
Yeah, so I can't remember when we updated our last video. Was that like the 14th? Or
That was
something
right
like
before
that?
the pump.
So we were sitting right around
yeah.
47.5, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do a separate lesson video on bullish divergences, bearish divergences. But if you look here, we had some hidden bullish divergences here, which led to some up moves. Another one here that led to this up move. But clear as day sell, at least take profit indicator was right here at
that
this
bearish divergence right
this
there.
bearish divergence on the
I
4
see it.
hours. So you
Yep.
see price went up, RSI
But
was coming
RSI went down.
You want
Damn.
to spot these bullish or bearish divergences, you want to be in the oversold section, so above the gray up here. This is a clear as day take profit target. So if you were able to spot that, you should have been taking some profits there. What followed was a big drop. Let's see, we fell.
Yeah, what percent? I
We
missed
fell
it.
20% with a crazy buyback, right? We had a 16% pump within 8 hours.
Instantly, well,
That's where the billionaires are buying it back up.
You know, after a buyback like this, you would expect a sustained and continuation in an upward trend, but we got rejected. We had this 12-hour demand block right here that, you know, you could have seen some form of a bounce there before a continuation of the trend, but we actually lost it, right? We lost it, came down, bounced off this day 2 demand OB right here, right? So this red block before that preceded the up move up here. You can see we cut through it, bounced up. I actually didn't fall very far below it, right? We fucking actually bounced right off of it. Came up rejected, lost it a little bit again, but as you can see, we turned this H12 demand order block. It flipped into resistance. We ended up losing the D2 again, which is now acting as resistance. We have this 4-hour demand block right here, which, you know, I'm not sure if it's gonna hold or not, but I think right here would be a good spot to start scaling in, right? Maybe 20% worth of a position right here. Just buy it right now, because if we end up losing this, you can just add another 30%, somewhere around 40K, maybe 38K. It's really up to you. Maybe right in the middle, around 39K. If we open up the moving averages, the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart usually holds up as pretty strong support for Bitcoin. If we look back in history, it's a really good spot to buy the dip. Right here, I think this was the March crash, the COVID crash.
That's what was it again? What was it?
The 4-hour 200 moving average.
Oh, okay.
So the red line is what we're looking at here. But you can see is support. We lost it, hit it as resistance, and just crashed during COVID, the COVID announcement. Reclaimed it, and ever since then it's been acting as some support. Here we ran alongside with it, above it, lost it. And usually when we lose it, it's not a very good sign. But I mean, last time we lost it here, we didn't drop much further.
Anytime we lose, it seems like a good time to buy.
Yeah, about 10%. Well, I would buy
the dip.
If price ever taps the 4-hour 200 moving average, that's a buy. At least start scaling in there. You can see it's been holding up as support. I lost it a little bit here, but got reclaimed. So now we're approaching it, right? So this is the prime buy the dip zone, right? So
what's that price right there? Blind is it?
It's $43,900, right?
And we're headed down there.
I would
huh?
definitely start scaling in either now, or you can place a bid at 43.9, 43.8. But I have a feeling we're gonna head a little lower. Maybe come down into this D1 supply. If we go over to the daily.
So I'm going to put some buys in about 43, 42, and 41 when you're saying to average in.
Yeah, I mean, I would even, but save some ammo because, you know, it's not guaranteed that it's going to hold, but it should hold.
I'm putting buys in at 20K, y'all.
Oh, don't jinx us. Don't jinx us, man.
So if you look at this,
Nah, I'll take it at 20K.
if you look at this supply area right here, this red zone,
Yeah.
we had some resistance. And remember, this was, we made an update video on how important this level was to reclaim, right? So
Yeah.
we broke above resistance, but boom, bounced and shot right up.
Right up.
So I'm expecting this red
To
region
be
to
resistant
hold
still.
or support now.
Support now,
Yeah.
yeah.
So which is 37,400 and between 37,400 as the bottom and 40,700 as the top. So it's really up to you. You can wait to see if we bounce here, but just in case we don't make it that low, I would start scaling in now with like 20% worth of your position. So let's say 20% here, do another 30% in the red region, and then just wait, right? So if we zoom back out, this 4-hour order block right here that preceded this whole up move
yeah.
from 43,700. It's confluent with the 4-hour 200 moving average, so that's
the
even
blue
more.
line.
That's even more confluence that it may hold, you know. But just in case, don't be going all in right here. Ladder your bids down, dollar cost average down, so 20%, and then 30% somewhere in this range to keep yourself to get your average buy a little as low as you can get it.
Yeah.
Save the rest of your ammo for a dip down into this D3. This is the very bottom that I would expect to hold, right?
What's the D3 bottom out at?
So this D3 demand block sits between 30,400 and 32,300, right?
Okay.
So if we're looking at this, if price ends up losing this D3, that would be a break in macro market structure, right? Which could signal even further downside and potential start to a new bear market, in my opinion.
16K.
We don't want to see.
Don't say it.
We do not want to see.
I'm at the sell
We
everything.
do not want to see a high
buy some
time
more.
frame close between 30,000.
Look at that beautiful support sitting around 16K, just for so long.
Yeah, I mean, if we
If we go to 16K, I am going to be selling body parts.
3 weeks,
Not my
worth of
own body
support.
parts. I'm buying anything.
But yeah, we don't want to see a close below 30K. That would be a break in macro market structure, which would not be very good for continuation of this bull cycle. So what we want to look for now is just to reclaim. I would say the most key level to reclaim right now is about 52K. We want to see, you know, we may come down here, bounce up, retest it like a couple times more, and then start slowly making our way back up, right? Once we reclaim this H12, we can start adding more onto our position. But until that level right here, 51.5 and 52.2 is reclaimed, I won't be adding any more to my position. So start small, you know, 20%, 30%, you'll be 50% filled. If your average buy averages you out somewhere like right on top of this D1, let's say you place a stop loss, 10% stop loss, you just need to make sure your risk amount is properly sized. You know, you need to make sure that your position size is properly managed so that you're only risking 2 to 3% of your total trading portfolio. So think about it ahead of time, how much 20% and 30% is going to equate
With your portfolio size.
Yeah, with your portfolio
Some of us
size.
are larger than others. And that's a whole other video. But
So what I'm thinking too is another another sign, right? So let's say we head down to the 40K region and then bounce.
No. No.
And then
okay,
bounce.
yes, I will buy some. And then bounce up.
So check it out. So I'm gonna make this red. Right?
Okay.
I'm gonna draw a little line real quick. So I'm gonna draw a line like that. So price is going down. This is what I'm looking at right now. What we would really like to see is something like this. I'm gonna turn this orange.
We need some more RSI going.
I'm gonna turn that orange, right? So look at, if price comes down and hits 40K and bounces up and our RSI makes a higher low, that's gonna give us a classic bullish divergence.
So if the RSI is going up as it bounces, that's good.
Yep, if price comes down and makes a lower low, but RSI makes a higher low, that's a classic bullish divergence, which is the
opposite of the other
top
line you
price
drew.
going up, RSI going down.
Me personally, I would buy at that D1 at probably around 40K.
You would.
And then if I did, let's just say I would, and I wouldn't, but if I did, I would buy at that 40K. I would have a stop loss set at 3,700, and then having a short order set at probably 36,000.
I was to say 3,700.
My vision is fucked from here. So I would buy at the 40,000 mark, and I would have a stop loss set at 37,000,
Okay.
and then have a short order set at 36,000. Because if it goes down, if it crashes through, it's going from 36 to 32,000. It's gonna tap
so
there.
you would short it.
So I would short it from 36 to 32,000.
Gotcha.
I mean, yeah, you got to think of where you're going to need your stop loss, though, in comparison to your exit point target. Because if your RR isn't all that great, then, I mean, it may not be worth taking that trade. Let's say if you go...
Your what? RR?
Yeah, your risk to reward.
Gotcha. Okay.
So basically how much in return. Because the rule of thumb is you're going to want at least a 2-to-1 RR on your trade.
Or it's not worth it.
Or it's not worth it. So if you put it at 32, your exit point, but you need a stop loss below the D1, which is going to give you a 0.84 RR.
Nah, it's not even.
Yes, I think the prime short target was this right here. This H12 was your target. Once we lost that, it was more likely that a bearish retest was imminent. So that right here, this wick right in the center, you could have put it right above. You could have put a 2% stop loss above the H12 with the target right on top of this D1, which would have given you almost a 10R trade.
Ah, fuck, man.
So
we
that
missed that shit.
Yeah, you really gotta pick your spots and know, like, okay, well, we lost this H12. Well, here, if you would have tried it here, the buyback would have stopped you out. But then once we lost it again, you could have given it another shot, and it would have been a successful short trade. Because look at his resistance for 1, 2, 3, 4 hour candles. A fifth 4 hour candle, if you place it right in the middle, you would have gotten filled. Stop loss above the H12, never would have gotten stopped out. Right now, you'd be in profit by about 13%, which is still a 6R trade. So it's 6 times your. So let's say this trade was $10,000 with a 2% stop loss, so that's $200, right? Well, a 6R trade on $200 is $1,200. So that's how that's how the RR comes into play. Your risk to reward. You're risking $200.
Take it. To get $1,200.
You'd be in profit $1,200, which is a 6R trade.
Got it.
But yeah, it's right now. I would say it's time for longs. If you missed this short op right here, I would say it's more long ops right now.
More long ops. Yeah, see?
Me personally, I think we're going into a bear market, man.
Listen,
I think we're going into at least a 2-year bear market.
The Bears are not going into any kind of sleep patterns here, okay? The Bulls are here.
Let's go 20K.
But if we...
it's not going to happen.
So I wanted to show you guys a cool tip.
The bull market is still on.
Using the Fibonacci retracement tool. Let me see.
So Let's
Is this gonna be?
let's
the,
go in. Let's
the
do that.
lesson?
Yeah. We're gonna start another video. So Cryptardz community, be sure to like and subscribe, hit that bell notification, be sure to comment down below with what you think the price is gonna do, and some cryptos that you want us to watch. Maybe we'll give you guys a price update on the
Let us-
cryptos that you
let
guys
us
are
know.
watching.
Yeah.